Good evening, everyone. Today, we have the pleasure of welcoming a passionate and experienced renowned graphologist, Rajvi Shah. Ma'am, your journey into handwriting analysis began under the mentorship of a renowned graphologist, child psychologist, and handwriting expert. Her deep curiosity and dedication led them to further expand her knowledge through extensive self study, online courses, and in depth research. With expertise in graphology, our guest has worked with clients across India and internationally, including Canada, helping individuals gain profound insights into their personality, emotions, and behavioral patterns through handwriting analysis. Her ability to decode handwriting thus goes beyond just identifying traits. It offers a powerful tool for self awareness, personal growth, and even emotional healing. Over to Rupali.
Thank you to all the viewers who have joined us today. We will be taking up questions at the end of the session. Please feel free either to write your questions in the comment box or unmute yourself when the time comes. We look forward to an engaging discussion. So, now, without any further delay, let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of handwriting analysis and learn how graphology can unlock the hidden aspects of our personalities. Please welcome our esteemed guest. So, ma'am, our first question to you is, could you please explain to all our viewers what handwriting and signature analysis are? Additionally, what aspects do we study in graphology?
Firstly, thank you so much, ma'am, for such a warm welcome. I am happy to be on board to share some fascinating insights about handwriting and signature analysis as a graphologist based in Mumbai. So I'll give you an introduction and you will get an idea about what graphology is. So have you ever wondered what your handwriting says about you or why your signature looks a certain way? Well, today we are diving into a fascinating world of graphology where every stroke, letter, curves tells a deeper story about your personality, mindset, and emotions. Now, first, let us understand what is the term graphology. So, the term graphology is derived from Greek word graphos, which means to write, and logos, which means science. Now, we need to understand a little bit of background about how this graphology has emerged over the number of years. So, the idea that handwriting reveals character is traced back to 2000 years ago. The graphology में जो early scientific observations थे, it were made in 1622. So we have Camillo Baldi, who wrote first graphological essay in 1622. और हमारा जो modern graphology है, that evolved in 19th century. Now we have Jean Michael, who is also a father of modern graphology. He was the first to use the term graphology. So basically graphology क्या है? It is a scientific study of handwriting. हमारा जो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है वो इन्फ्लुएंस करता है कि हम कैसे लिखते हैं. सो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड इन्फ्लुएंसेस द वे वी राइट. सो हैंडराइटिंग इज नॉट डन बाय आवर हैंड और फीट but by our brain, and that is why it is called brain writing. So what we write is an instant photo of how we think, feel, behave, act. Today graphology is used in variety of fields like personality assessment. It is used by mental coaches, psychologists. We have modern graphology, also known as graphopathology. It is used by corporate sector in recruitment process also. So it has a much wider scope today. Now coming back to it is applicable to whom? ये question है कि किसको applicable है? So it is applicable to all age group, like from teenager to old age. So 12 to 13 years and onwards, not below 12 to 13 years. Because, for people who are below 12 to 13, what happens is that their neurological connection is still maturing. Their brain is still maturing. But from 12 to 13 year onwards, the brain development becomes more advanced. So it's easier to analyze the handwriting from teenager to old age people. And that's the reason why our today's topic, which is about mental health and everything, so I'm glad to say that graphology has a connection with neuroplasticity as well. तो न्यूरोसाइंस क्या है? वो एक साइंटिफिक स्टडी है कि हमारा फंक्शन कैसे करता है नर्वस सिस्टम, इंक्लूडिंग अवर ब्रेन. तो आज का टॉपिक समझने के लिए आई कैन से कि जो हमारा हैंडराइटिंग है, द राइटिंग टास्क, वो हमारे सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम से ओरिजिनेट होता है. सो अवर राइटिंग टास्क ओरिजिनेट्स इन अवर सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम. इसलिए हैंडराइटिंग को स्टडी करना एक एनालिटिकली इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे माइंड और बॉडी को समझने के लिए. जब हम मूवमेंट करते हैं, जब हम हाथ से लिखते हैं, तो मूवमेंट बाय हैंड वो क्या करता है? इट एक्टिवेट्स लार्ज ब्रेन रीजन. तो हमारे ब्रेन के लार्ज रीजन को एक्टिवेट करता है, विच इज एक्चुअली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर आवर लर्निंग, आवर हीलिंग, आवर memory and etc. So that's why when we write by our hand, what happens is that it increases neural activity in certain section of the brain, which is similar to meditation. जब आप meditation करते हो तो कैसे neural activity increase होती है, तो वैसे इतना important है handwriting करना. और मैं आपको एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज बताऊं तो व्यूअर को भी समझेगा कि क्यों इसका इंपॉर्टेंस है. हमारे पास 16-year-old केस स्टडी है by a psychologist. Herb Greenberg was also a president of Marketing Research and Survey Corporations. उन्होंने बोला कि आज सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर जॉब सक्सेस के लिए क्या है? इट इज नॉट योर डिग्री, नॉट योर क्वालिफिकेशन, इट इज योर पर्सनैलिटी. तो हमारी जैसे पर्सनैलिटी बदलती है ना, चेंजेस इन अवर पर्सनैलिटी इज रिफ्लेक्टेड इन अवर हैंड राइटिंग, इवन we may not write regularly. So ग्राफोलॉजिस्ट बहुत इजी वे है हमारी ओवरऑल पर्सनालिटी को इम्प्रूव करने का. Also, we have a report in Times of India dated 4th December 2023, जिसमें उन्होंने बोला था कि in this digital age, we live in a computerized age, digital age, experts are pushing use of handwriting for mental health therapy because it is a therapeutic tool for patients suffering from anxiety and mental health disorder. So we also have an article in Times of India. So basically, what is handwriting analysis? It can help to identify your conscious, subconscious, and preconscious trait. So by then, we can identify whether a person is suffering from some childhood trauma or fear. Thinking patterns क्या है इंसान के, goals क्या है, personality क्या है, behavior क्या है. So that is about the introduction of what exactly graphology is, how it is connected to our today's topic of mental health.
All right, ma'am. That's such a fascinating explanation. It's incredible how handwriting and signature analysis go beyond just letters and strokes to reveal deep insights about personality and emotions. And your expertise makes this complex science so easy to understand.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we will move to next question. Can loops, slants, pressure, etc. in handwriting really reveal a person's mental state? How does that work?
Yes, it definitely does. This is a very nice question. So we'll study, one aspect one by one. Okay. So first, let me talk about pressure. तो जब हम handwriting को लिखते हैं पेपर पे, तो what kind of pressure we assert? जैसे इसको हम 3 पार्ट में समझते हैं इजी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए. यू आर राइटिंग विद हैवी प्रेशर, लाइट प्रेशर और वेरिएबल प्रेशर, राइट? जैसे किसी के हैंडराइटिंग बहुत हैवी, लाइक हैवी प्रेशर से लिखते हैं, कोई लाइट प्रेशर से लिखता है, और किसी का प्रेशर वेरिएबल है पेपर पे, जैसे लाइट भी है, डार्क भी है. तो जैसे एक एस्पेक्ट को समझते हैं, जैसे अगर यहाँ पे व्यूअर्स भी है, वो भी आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि अगर आप बहुत हैवी प्रेशर से लिखते हैं, वेर यू कैन सी दैट यू राइटिंग विद अ वेरी हैवी प्रेशर, तो वो क्या इंडिकेट करता है? इट इंडिकेट्स स्ट्रेस, it indicates aggression, it indicates determination. Maybe a person is very highly determined. यहाँ पे इंसान की इमोशन इंटेंसिटी बहुत ज्यादा होती है. So this is just a broad idea I'm giving. अभी जैसे किसी के प्रेशर्स बहुत लाइट रहते हैं, कोई इंसान बहुत लाइट प्रेशर से लिखता है, तो वो क्या दिखाता है? वो दिखाता है कि maybe a person is sensitive. It shows sensitivity. It shows low energy. Maybe a person is, has a very low energy, and a person is emotionally detached. वो दिखाता है कि पर्सन में भी थोड़ा इमोशनली डिटैच्ड है. और किसी का प्रेशर अगर चेंज होता है, सो इट्स वेरिएबल, देन व्हाट डज इट शोस? इट शोस इमोशनल अनप्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी, फ्लक्चुएटिंग मूड्स दिखाता है. सो इसमें आपको डीपर स्टडी करना पड़ेगा. तो दिस इज जस्ट अ ब्रॉड आइडिया अबाउट प्रेशर. नाउ लेट अस टॉक अबाउट स्लैंट्स. तो जैसे आपके जो लेटर्स है हैंड राइटिंग में, तो वो कौन से तरफ वो टिल्ट होते हैं, जैसे कोई राइट स्लैंट में लिखता है, यू नो वे हैंडराइटिंग लेटर्स आर स्लैंटिंग टुवर्ड्स राइट, कोई लेफ्ट स्लैंट से लिखता है, वेर योर हैंडराइटिंग लेटर्स आर स्लैंटिंग टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट। किसी का ऐसा होता है कि कोई स्लैंट नहीं है, मींस स्टेबल हैंडराइटिंग है, इट इज नॉट टिल्टिंग ईदर टुवर्ड्स राइट नॉर टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट। और किसी का ऐसा होता है कि बहुत इनकंसिस्टेंट है, राइट भी है लेफ्ट भी है, यू नो इट चेंजेस। सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड फर्स्ट what like I explained what slant is. Now आप आइडेंटिफाई करो, अगर आपके लेटर्स टुवर्ड्स राइट स्लैंट करते हैं तो what does it shows? It shows the person is emotionally expressive, it shows enthusiasm, and maybe it's a people oriented personality also, generally जिसके राइट स्लैंट करते हैं। अगर आपके हैंडराइटिंग लेफ्ट स्लैंट करते हैं, मींस इट इज टिल्टिंग टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट साइड, व्हाट डज इट शोस? इट शोस इमोशनली वो इंसान विड्रॉवल है, लाइक इट्स इमोशनल विड्रॉवल इट शोस। It shows maybe a person is very introspective. It shows introspection. It shows maybe a person can have trust issues, you know, if they are slanting towards left. अगर किसी के हैंड स्लांट ही नहीं करते, मतलब राइट में भी नहीं है लेफ्ट में भी नहीं है, they are stable, like no slant. What does it shows? It shows a person is emotionally controlled. It shows logical and balanced personality. और या फिर किसी के स्लैंट बहुत इनकंसिस्टेंट है, राइट भी है मतलब लेफ्ट भी है, you cannot identify. What does it shows? It shows that the person is not stable. It shows maybe a person is going through some mood swings. It shows some internal conflicts that the person is going through. तो वैसे तरीके हैं, जैसे अगर हम लूप्स के बारे में बात करें, जैसे हैंडराइटिंग में लूप्स होते हैं, तो जस्ट एक रफ आइडिया आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू। सो इफ अ पर्सन हैज एन ओपन लूप्स, सो दैट मीन्स ओपन माइंडेड पर्सनैलिटी। अगर क्लोज्ड लूप्स है तो रिजर्व्ड है इंसान, और अगर लूप्स मिसिंग है तो इट शोज डिसऑनेस्ट, डिसेप्शन, सीक्रेसी। सो लूप्स के बारे में ये है। तो वैसे हर हैंडराइटिंग के लेटर्स भी अलग है, जैसे लेटर आई है वो अपना ईगो और सेल्फ इमेज का है, लेटर ई इज फॉर कम्युनिकेशन एक्सप्रेशन, लेटर टी इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लेटर इन ग्राफोलॉजी। व्हाई? बिकॉज इट डिनोट्स योर कॉन्फिडेंस एंड करियर ग्रोथ। So काफी चीजें लेटर टी पे डिपेंडेंट है। सो इट ऑल्सो रिप्रेजेंट्स द वे द पर्सन प्रेजेंट्स देमसेल्व्स टू द वर्ल्ड एंड देयर अप्रोच एंड एटीट्यूड टू लाइफ। तो जैसे आई कैन गिव यू अ सिंपल एग्जांपल, जैसे हम लेटर टी पे क्रॉस करते हैं, तो अगर हम बहुत टॉप पे उसको क्रॉस करते हैं, लेटर टी, टी बार आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, सो दैट शोज ऑप्टिमिस्टिक एंड एम्बिशियस पर्सनैलिटी। अगर हम मिडिल में क्रॉस करते हैं तो मे बी अ पर्सन इज कॉन्फिडेंट एंड कंफर्टेबल इन ओन स्किन, या फिर अगर हम लॉन्ग क्रॉस करते हैं तो हाईली डिटरमाइंड पर्सन है, शॉर्ट क्रॉसेस है तो लैक ऑफ डिटर्मिनेशन है। तो ये सारे एक तरीके हैं। सो आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू गिव अ ब्रॉड आइडिया टू द व्यूअर्स बाय एक्सप्लेनिंग डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट इन अ सिंप्लीफाइड मैनर। ओके, लेट अस टॉक अबाउट इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग, लेटर साइज। ठीक है, जैसे लेटर साइज 3 पार्ट में डिवाइडेड है, स्लो, स्मॉल, मीडियम, लार्ज। ओके, 3 टाइप के लेटर है। नाउ क्वेश्चन इज कि हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई कि मेरे लेटर्स मीडियम में हैंडराइटिंग लेटर्स या मेरे लेटर्स लार्ज है। तो एक इजी तरीका है कि इफ योर लेटर साइज इज मोर देन 3 mm, दैट मीन्स यू बिलोंग टू अ लार्ज साइज लेटर। जस्ट रफली आइडिया आई एम गिविंग यू। इफ इट इज 2 to 3 mm, दैट मीन्स मीडियम साइज लेटर, और अगर लेस देन 2 mm है दैट मीन्स यू बिलोंग टू अ स्मॉल साइज लेटर। ओके, तो लेटर साइज का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है? Now you understood now what is small, medium, large size letter. Why is it important letter size? It denotes your social behavior. तो अगर आप large size letter से लिखते हो, that means you are extrovert, you are outgoing, you are social. अगर आपकी letter size medium है, अभी आप आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हो व्यूअर्स सारे कि वो कौन से लेटर साइज पे बिलोंग करते हैं। अगर मीडियम साइज लेटर है तो उसका मतलब पर्सन प्रैक्टिकल है, but person is practical, well adjusted, situation में easily adjust होता है, adaptable है। अगर आप small letter size पे belong करते हो तो what that shows introvert, that shows maybe a person is reserved, that shows a person is detail oriented. So letter size is for understanding social behavior. और आज का एक इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक जो है अबाउट मेंटल हेल्थ और जो ट्रेड्स है जो हम हैंडराइटिंग में फाइंड कर सकते हैं कि हाउ कैन वी आइडेंटिफाई स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन। तो उसके लिए हम स्ट्रोक समझते हैं एंड आई हैव समथिंग टू शेयर, सो आई कैन जस्ट शेयर अ स्क्रीन सो दैट द व्यूअर्स कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट एंड हाउ कैन वी आइडेंटिफाई ट्रेड्स लाइक एंजाइटी, स्ट्रेस एंड डिप्रेशन थ्रू हैंडराइटिंग वाया अंडरस्टैंडिंग स्ट्रोक्स। ओके, सो आई जस्ट शेयर a screen. So
Yes, ma'am. In fact,
the viewers can
I
understand. So
wanted
you're
to,
like,
yeah, I wanted to ask you the same question. What are the key
Yeah.
handwriting traits that indicate stress, anxiety, and depression? Yes,
yeah, sure. I
thanks.
just,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
sure.
I just
Yes, yes.
share the screen so that
Yes, ma'am.
with stroke you can understand that. So now you
Yeah.
have understood the basic things, about pressures, slants, loops, whatever I explained. So with screen sharing, I can show you like what I'm talking about, the strokes. So let's first understand strokes. I just share. Like for example, here you can see these are certain strokes for understanding the depression, and it's available on the screen. Sorry, one second. I just stop sharing. One second. I'll just reshare it. So if you are writing very sharp angular strokes, okay, it denotes tension and stress. जैसे अगर किसी के handwriting में बहुत sharp strokes है, angular strokes है, right? If a person has a very shaky strokes, ऐसे strokes है बहुत ज़्यादा shaky है, तो वो anxiety और stress दिखाता है. या person की strokes बहुत ज़्यादा heavy है, तो it shows emotion intensity and frustration. या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा इंसान के बहुत rapid strokes है, too many strokes and rapid strokes, it denotes urgency and anxiety. So इस तरीके से strokes हमें it shows that about it talks about like stress, anxiety. तो हम strokes through समझ सकते हैं तो कि इंसान के strokes कैसे है, like I just explained. So by that way we can identify traits like stress, anxiety and depression in the handwriting.
Okay, great. Yeah, that was truly eye-opening. Like how amazingly how our subconscious mind reflects in our writing without us even realizing. हम कभी realize भी नहीं कर पाते हैं कि इतनी सारी चीजें एक दूसरे के साथ connected होती हैं. तो इसी के साथ we will move to the next question. Like, can handwriting analysis detect early signs of mental health disorder also? I think we have already covered it very much, but if anything in addition you would like to tell us.
Yes, it definitely does. It is a very valuable and effective tool. Though it is not a diagnosis which are used by doctor, but it is still a very effective and valuable tool. By observing a certain changes in the handwriting patterns of an individual, we can gain an insight into the person's psychological state, mental state, whether a person is going through some anxiety and all. So as a graphologist, we have to study a lot of nuances, in the handwriting patterns, like variations in their letter, shape, size, spacing. With that, we can come to know what kind of traits the person is going through. We can get an insights into their psychological state, mental state, whether the person is going through anxiety, depression. So we have to deeply study all the angles, letters, and aspects in the individual's handwriting and signature. And by that, we can detect an early signs of mental health disorders. And by observing the patterns of handwriting, we can definitely get an insight. It is a good health indicator also.
All right, that's very interesting, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a very interesting question to ask. Can someone consciously change his or her handwriting or signature for better psychological and physical health?
Yes, definitely. This is a very good question. This is often asked. Okay, so yes, a person can bring changes in their handwriting. Graphology is actually a very powerful tool for bringing overall improvement in the person's personality, mindset, emotions. So we have a lot of graphotherapy exercises also. We can bring changes in handwriting patterns. We can change the alphabets also. So by that way, we can bring a lot of better psychological responses. Like I can give you 3 examples. Suppose a person is going through some low self-esteem. So what we can do? We can tell them to start writing in large size letters. Say, for example, if a person's handwriting has too sharp, it's very sharp or disconnected. So we can tell the person to start writing in smooth and connected letters. Why? Because that will bring emotional stability. It will bring a better relationships, it will improve your relationships also. Say, for example, a person's handwriting has too sharp angles, it's too much angular. We can tell the person to start writing in rounded letters. What will happen? So that will make a person more patient, more approachable. So yes, we can alter handwritings, we can alter alphabets through graphotherapy exercise. We can definitely bring those kind of positive changes like you asked.
Superb. This is so empowering. The fact that we can consciously change our handwriting to
Yes.
positively impact our psychological or even physical well being is simply mind blowing, ma'am. Your insights give us a whole new tool for self improvement, indeed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Ma'am, like which patterns in signature should be avoided for better psychological and personal well-being? For what
So
is
there
your
are certain,
perspective?
yeah. So there are certain standard signature mistakes that a person should avoid. I can share the screen, but like the issues we faced, but I'll just try so that viewers can see. Like just check, but and then I can give you a basic idea as well. So here I have, like if you can see. So firstly, what are signature mistakes one should avoid? So first letter, if you're writing a small letter, that you should avoid, because first letter of your signature is your self identity. So you should not do it like a small letter if the first letter is smaller. Then someone has a habit of striking through a signature, ऐसा कुछ भी striking करे तो वो avoid करना चाहिए. Illegible signature, if a signature is not clearly visible, that one should avoid. Signature underlined backwards, so that you should avoid. Signature going downwards, these are all negative traits. Or scribbled signature. So these are general aspects that a person should avoid. Cutting through signatures, signatures moving downward. Of course, signature analysis is a wider concept. There are so many other elements also. So this is just a rough idea that I have given about what are the mistakes that you should avoid in signature.
All right. Ma'am, I would like to know that as a psychologist, we deal with various teens issues, and one of them is lack of confidence during examinations. Can you suggest any remedy in graphology for them?
Yes, this is again very interesting because we have examination seasons now. So this is a very common issue. Okay, I can give you a three solutions for it, like in a 3 steps. Okay, so firstly, any teen or anybody who is going through stress, like let us talk about examination stress, for example. तो सबसे पहले तो important है ये समझना that why a teenager or anybody is going through the stress. So we need to find out the root cause of it. So जैसे हम handwriting और signature patterns को study करेंगे, we'll come to know that what are the reasons, because we have to study different alphabets and so many other aspects, no? So first is to find out root cause, because every individual is different, every individual's personality is different, That's why I always say that every handwriting has a story. So first we need to find out that what is the root cause. Is the teenager suffering from examination stress? Is it a temporary examination stress? Or if a person has a person has a nature of like overthinking, or a person is already suffering from some anxiety. So first we need to understand that. So we need to study the handwriting and signature samples to identify the root cause of it, that what is the reason behind it. Because if a person is suppose overthinking too much, then that case is very different. If a person is suffering from temporary examination stress, that stress is different, that is temporary, right? So first we need to study that particular aspect, so root cause of it. So like for example, we can tell a teenager to start signing in upward slope. What will help that? So it is a sign of ambition. We'll tell them to start writing in clear legible handwriting. It is a sign of confidence. Okay, so by bringing changes in handwriting patterns and alphabets, that is the first step. The second step is that we can advise them to start writing positive affirmations, because our handwriting is linked with our subconscious mind. So the more you write any affirmations, but in a clear, legible, mid-size handwriting slanting towards right, उस पे affirmations लिखना है. Medium handwriting slanting towards right and legible, clear होने चाहिए. And third is, of course, we have graphotherapy exercises. So grapho means to write, and exercises. So it is a writing exercise which need to be followed consistently for 30 days. Not even single day should be missed. I can share the screen, but again, I'm sensing that we should, like I've prepared a graphotherapy exercise. I just hope I can share properly. So there are different graphotherapy exercise which can help them. So it can enhance good sleep. It can help in reducing anxiety, the stress. So there are different drawing kind of exercises, actually graphotherapy exercises, that a person need to follow consistently for 30 days. These are three ways. First is, of course, understanding handwriting patterns. The second is, of course, which I said, graphotherapy exercise and affirmations. So these are various ways. So I have prepared actually a couple of graphotherapy exercises to show to the viewers, but I'm not understanding what issues we are facing. So we'll make them available on our channel after this video is done.
That's really nice of you, ma'am. Thank you for all your support. This is
Thank you
such
so
a
much.
practical and thoughtful approach. Helping teens manage exam anxiety through handwriting changes is an innovative and much needed solution. Your expertise is truly making a difference in guiding them towards confidence and success. Yeah.
Now, like, because we have very limited time, so yes, like, we invite our viewers to share any questions if they have. Even we have got some questions also. Like,
Okay.
one participant has, the one participant has written in the chat box, like, thanks for the superb information. One question from my side. What are the small steps to enhance handwriting of an 8-year-old child so that we can shape his future in a better way?
Okay, now this is a good thing because we have a lot of questions regarding child development also. I have posted on my Graphology for Life Insta page also about child development and graphology. Now, firstly, see, as I said, we do not do handwriting analysis of a child below 12 to 13 years because their neurological connection is still maturing. Their brain is still maturing. But we can definitely bring alterations in their alphabetical letters so that it can bring a positive changes in their in the child. Sometimes if a child is suffering from some peer pressure or lack of confidence, so that could be various issues for it. Like, for example, now it is a very comprehensive subject, graphology, but I can just share a couple of tips, like the way they are writing letter T. Like I said, it is a very important letter for confidence. So the top bar of the T bar should be on the top, long crosses. So there are many other alphabetical suggestions also. So that's the only thing we can do, like, for right now for a child, by bringing alterations in their alphabetical letters, because we actually technically avoid doing analysis because their neurological connection is still maturing. So how we can bring child development in the child? By altering their alphabets. So I can have a couple of alphabetical suggestions also, which I can post again via your Instagram page. We can make it available to the viewers also, like by changing a couple of letters and all.
Yeah.
Okay. We will,
Anyone
there is another
wants to
question.
unmute? Okay.
Yeah, can
Raise
we
hand if
manifest?
anybody wants to unmute.
Yeah, there is another question also. Like, can we manifest also through handwriting?
Sorry, hello? Can you repeat
Can we
this?
manifest also through handwriting?
Manifestation usually happens when we write. So a lot of things are connected, It's just like, see, writing and manifesting is not going to work. Your thought process is also connected. Like I explained, how is graphology linked with your nervous system, right? So it is a brain exercise, that's why it has a connection with neuroplasticity also. See, writing is generally good exercise. Like I said, what it does, it increases neural activity in certain sections of your brain. So writing affirmations is generally very good, but of course you need a good thought process, you need a positive mindset. So there are a lot of things associated with manifestation. It's a very deeper concept. Handwriting can definitely help in, like, developing your neural connections. It is linked with your subconscious mind also. So affirmations definitely help. So manifestation without writing won't work much, because it is linked to your subconscious, right? So yes, manifestation can work, but obviously you need a thought process, you need a positive mindset, everything to make it work more effectively.
Great. I'm sure our viewers would have some more questions, but we have very limited time.
Yes.
So, yeah, Rupali, you can
Yes.
go.
Can I
So,
ask?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes, Arpita. And in case
Yes.
the meeting ends, you
Yes.
can join from the same link for 5 minutes more. Is that okay? In case the meeting ends, in case. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
Arpita,
sure.
We have
please
We
go
can
ahead.
just take one questions, and
Yeah,
rest of the questions we can make it available on your Instagram or my Instagram,
Yes.
Graphology for Life, where I can connect with you people.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Okay.
We can
Yes.
just take one questions now because we have limited time.
Good evening, ma'am. So
Good evening.
I just wanted to ask, like, I'm into the education field. I've seen many kind of handwritings. So usually children write fast. There is a variation in that, fast and slow writing. And second thing is, many children learn different kind of handwriting, like different kinds of handwriting, like calligraphy or in cursive also. If you see, there are two kinds of B written. One is with a loop, and one is the old cursive kind of writing. So, like how to go about it? Like, which should we ask our children to follow? Yes.
This is a nice question. See, firstly कि हम एक अलग अलग हैंडराइटिंग पैटर्न अडॉप्ट करते हैं. So it's not like कि कैलीग्राफी रॉन्ग है कि सिंगल में लिखना है या ऐसे लिखना है. एक इंसान के हैंडराइटिंग दूसरे इंसान से कभी सिमिलर नहीं हो सकते. द चांसेस ऑफ दैट आर 1 in 68 ट्रिलियन. ऑल्सो हमारे जो हैंडराइटिंग पैटर्न्स है ना, विद टाइम चेंज होते हैं, इवॉल्व होते हैं, लेकिन सर्टन कोर एलिमेंट्स हमारे हैंडराइटिंग के है ना, वो सेम रहते हैं. तो इससे हम बिहेवियर, पर्सनालिटी, थिंकिंग पैटर्न्स को आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं. सो इवन व्हेन योर हैंडराइटिंग इज सब्जेक्टेड टू चेंजेस, बिकॉज जैसे हम ग्रो होते हैं, इवॉल्व होते हैं, हमारे सबकॉन्शियस एक्सप्रेशंस चेंज होते हैं, राइट? सो वैसे हमारे हैंडराइटिंग चेंज होते हैं, लेकिन उसके जो कोर एलिमेंट्स है, लाइक योर प्रेशर, स्लैंट्स एंड स्पेस, मे रिमेन कंसिस्टेंट. इससे हम इंसान के बिहेवियर, पर्सनालिटी, थिंकिंग पैटर्न्स को आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं. यू डोंट नीड टू वरी. जैसे एक इंसान एक हैंडराइटिंग पैटर्न को ऐसे ही नहीं करता, वो उसकी पर्सनालिटी को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है. व्हाई डू सम पीपल स्टार्ट राइटिंग फास्ट? व्हाई डू सम पीपल राइट स्लो? सो इट हैज नथिंग टू डू विद हाउ यू राइट, यू नो. इट्स मोस्ट, सो व्हाट यू राइट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट, हाउ यू राइट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. उसके बेसिस पे पूरा ग्राफोलॉजी है. आप कैलीग्राफी में लिखते हो, कैसे भी लिखते हो, पर कैसे स्ट्रोक्स किए गए हैं, क्या स्पेसेस है, क्या स्लैंट्स है, उससे हम एक चाइल्ड के बारे में आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं. अब जो आपने कहा कि कोई फास्ट लिखता है, कोई स्लो, तो वो ऐसे नहीं लिखता. जनरली जो इंसान फास्ट लिखता है उसमें पाया जाता है कि वो इंसान इंपल्सिव है. यू नो, इट हैज अ टेंडेंसी टू एक्ट विदाउट थिंकिंग. सो वो चाइल्ड थोड़ा इंपल्सिव है. अगर जो इंसान स्लो लिखता है, द चाइल्ड हु इज slow, that means that person is a very cautious, he has a very analytical approach to decision making. So why are we writing, how are we writing, how is our speed, is actually linked with our subconscious. That is actually our personality. So that is how we can identify what are the changes.
Arpita, I hope that helps. Any more question?
Yes, thank you, ma'am. I just had a query, like there are two ways of writing B. One is this way and one is with loop. So in traditional writing, B is to be written like this.
Yeah, I mean like this, like I didn't get how exactly.
I will just yes, I'll just turn my camera. 1B is this way.
Yeah.
Can you see, ma'am?
It's light a little bit, but little bit I can see a little bit.
So 1B is with a loop and one is like that way, traditional way.
Okay, one is in calligraphic style and one is a normal style.
Cursive and print.
Yeah. So it's just in different style format. See, basically okay, that's done. Okay, so basically, you know, whether cursive or print, it does not matter. The loops has to be proper. One letter B also has a different interpretations. Like, you know, even when you want to check the pressures, the blood pressure, so even B has the relevance. I would suggest it should be closed and proper loop should be there. Like in the first, it was not there. And again, there are multiple interpretations. जैसे एक letter होता है ना, उसको हम बहुत सारे तरीके से लिख सकते हैं. Even one letter, say for example D, it has such a long patterns and so many different ways we can write a particular letter. So I'll just share you on the WhatsApp, because it won't be easy for me right now to, you know, explain each and every alphabets and curves. Even the slants are different. So it will be a whole another episode for me to explain, because you have to explain slants, you have to explain loops proper, which here right now it won't be possible. So I have to draw and I share that PDF in the WhatsApp group that we have. So it would be much more easier to understand.
Yes. I think that will really.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes. So, ma'am, we are really grateful for the time and effort that you put into making this discussion so informative and thought-provoking. On behalf of everybody, we sincerely thank you for this enriching experience
Thank
and
you so
look
much.
forward to learning more from you in future. Wishing you continued success in your amazing work. And thank you to all the viewers who have joined us today. A very happy Holi to all of you. Take care.
Very happy Holi to everyone.
Happy Holi.
Thank you so much.
Happy
Thank
Holi.
you so much. Happy Holi.